Thanks for joining. We'll give folks a couple of minutes to join in. In the meantime, we have a short video with an overview about Exotel for you. Good afternoon, everyone, and thank you for joining our session today, Mastering CX in 2025 and beyond, how GenAI is transforming contact centers. I am Shubhanjali, and I am delightful to host what promises to be an insightful and interactive session today. And for the folks joining us through LinkedIn, thank you for joining. Welcome. Just to note, while you won't be able to participate on the polls today, you can engage with us by dropping in your questions in the chat. This goes for the folks joining us on Zoom itself. Please feel free to keep dropping your questions in the chat. We will do a Q&A session towards the end. And now with that, let's start. So we have two speakers joining us today. We have Sahil Gandhi, who is the Director of Product Management for Contact Center at Exotel. Sahil leads the vision and roadmap for us at for the contact center product, translating customer needs into pure product innovation. He has been pivotal in reimagining and helping businesses use tech in a way to transform every customer conversation into a strategic advantage. And we have Sahil Rajput, who is the head of AI initiatives at Exotel. Sahil has been shaping and driving our advanced AI offerings. He is instrumental in helping us shape our AI products. He is deeply focused on making AI products, GenAI products that are not just innovative, but also practically usable in CX environments. And what we have for you today is we're going to be talking about CX evolution and how that is reshaping contact centers. We are going to be tackling and seeing how GenAI helps optimizing outbound and inbound interactions. And we will talk about how we can leverage GenAI to get post-call interactions, intelligence for the interactions, and just optimize all future interactions. And we will wrap it up with a live Q&A. So GenAI is reshaping everything that we know. We are all consistently using ChatGPT, right, to do our work. But GenAI is also apart from that, like ChatGPT and GenAI has taken over our life at this point. But it is also reshaping contact centers, it is also helping us do and serve better CX. So, Sahil Gandhi, this is a question for you. Expectations for modern contact centers have evolved. Customers are expecting newer things from contact centers, and the product itself has to evolve to support these expectations. So, how has it changed in your experience and working with customers? How do you feel that has changed?
Yeah, thank you, Shubhanjali. So, all the senior leaders that I have been talking to, right, they're actually, whether in financial services or banking or insurance, they're actually trying to achieve two goals, and obviously in parallel. One is customer experience, obviously, and reaping all the benefits of the customer's loyalty. Plus, they are also trying to reduce the cost by automating the redundant processes. On the other hand, if you will see the expectations of the consumers. So today's consumers don't just want their issues to be resolved, right? They want the brands to anticipate their needs. They want their brands to foresee that why they are actually coming for. So there is a shift that is happening. Rather than call us when you have a problem, the shift is happening to we will reach out to you even before there is an issue or there is a nuance angle to it as well. So, for example, a consumer is calling into a customer experience center. I'm calling contact centers at customer experience centers. So, when the consumer is calling in, rather than agent saying, "How may I help you?" the agent can actually say, "Okay, I see that there is an installation pending for something that you bought. Are you calling for that?" So, how this actually changed a consumer's perspective when the consumer actually reached to a contact center? It's huge. It's a very, I would say, a USP for that contact center to even know before the consumer is reaching out. Not surprisingly, the future of the contact center belongs to autonomous contact centers. But the important question is whether the human agent world is ready to adopt it or not. So I'll tell you, there are two different players in the market right now. Uh, One player is coming from a traditional contact center domain. They understand human agents. They are actually doing really good in improving the productivity of the agents, how the quality monitoring should happen, more focused on the agents, and there is a seat license attached to it. They are working towards a separate direction, which is a co-pilot helping the agent. AI is assisting the human agents. This is one set of the player. Another set of the player is around AI NLP bots. So these players are actually in the market, I think, for the last 10 years or so. They started using word mapper, keyword detection, and they were actually doing really well, I think, before ChatGPT or GPT transformers are introduced to the world. They are more towards the future that everything will change to autonomous contact centers. So there are two players. One is focusing on improving the productivity of the agents, still thinking human will be required. Another player is in the direction that everything will be autonomous. Possibly the Gen AI agents would is the next future. According to me and what I have discussed with a lot of customers, there is a 5 to 7 years period where this will happen. So there will be a transition path. How we are actually innovating in this domain, we want our customers and we want to take our customers to through this journey from humans to autonomous contact centers. So right now, what's happening, right? Customers as well as businesses are very comfortable with the AI handling the queries and possibly the simpler intents, right? However, they still expect a seamless escalation to an agent for the complex issues. This is actually what I call an intelligent triaging. So, for any contact center, for any organization, they can actually define the SOPs, they can actually define the intents for which they want their customers to reach in. And then they can define that these are some complex intents, these are some simple intents. Simpler intents can be taken up by the bots. Complex intents can directly be routed to a agent, or or if the bots are not able to handle it, they can seamlessly escalate to an agent. So the need is basically of a personalized, intelligent, as well as an emotionally resonant experience at scale. And when I say emotionally resonant, right, uh, I'll give you some different example now. Think about 5 to 10 years ago, maybe 10 to 15 years, right? Everyone was focused upon the operational matrices like AHT, average handling time. They are too much focused upon improving their SLAs. These all are operational matrices. Now what's happening? There is a flipping that is coming into picture with respect to matrices, because these operational productivity is being handled by a GenAI agents. Now the senior leaders, now the business owners are aware that the operational productivity will be handled by the bots. There is possibly no need to have a complete roster or do a workforce management for those, because bots are 24/7 available, right? Uh, However, they are now worried about the emotional empathy, whether that emotional intelligence being demonstrated during the call or not. So there is a flip of the matrices that is happening. Earlier, it was more about operational matrices, which is now being taken care by the bots. And now the contact centers are more focused upon the human angle of the bots interactions. So yeah, this is how actually the contact centers are evolving. And I actually talked about two players, right? So we also have co-pilots, we also have Gen AI agents. However, Exotel is also innovating in taking our customers from through this journey from human agents to an autonomous contact centers, and innovating to take our customers through this journey. So this is right. Another thing which I want to emphasize upon, I was having a discussion with the internal stakeholders, uh, basically the higher management. The vision is actually to make every interaction positive. And when we say every interaction positive, it has a huge impact on the customer experience. So think about a consumer reaching out to a contact center for an issue. The customer is already pissed off, already frustrated. Can an agent or a Gen AI agent, human agent or a Gen AI agent, have the context, understands what the state in which the customer is, can quickly glance at what happened with this customer in the past from the conversation that we have, and can give a better solution right there, not even solving the problem, but it's like understanding the context so that it calms the consumer and makes that interaction positive. It has a huge impact on the customer experience. So we haven't solved. So basically, the agent haven't solved the customer query, but still the interaction is positive. So that's where we are thinking of ahead. And yeah, we have some tailored demos for you guys. So let's go ahead.
Thanks, Sahil. That was exciting to know. We are truly on a journey to get to the autonomous contact centers, and it is fascinating to know how Exotel is helping businesses get this shift and slowly, step by step, get to the final destination. Um, for Now we are all seeing customer expectations skyrocket, right? Customers now demand instant, frictionless experiences across every touch point. But in today's market, exceptional CX is what we have been talking about through this entire webinar. And exceptional CX is not just a nice to have. That is what we are trying to tell you here. It is not a nice to have. It is almost critical, because it is critical in retaining customers. It is critical in increasing lifetime value. When you give great CX, when a customer has great CX with you, they tend to stick. They tend to become loyal customers. Then thereby increasing lifetime value. That is also critical to help you stay ahead of competitors, competition. There are a few stats on your screen to show you how impactful it is to have great CX. Sahil, Rajput, could you share a bit on how AI-powered contact centers are driving this transformation in customer experience,
Hmm. Sure.
enabling businesses to deliver faster, more personalized, and more consistent interactions across the entire customer journey?
Yeah, Shubhanjali, thank you for the question. Yeah, see, as Sahil Gandhi has explained it very well, how modern contact centers has evolved and is evolving with the Gen AI. So let's understand it with a use case, with a banking use case on contact center. Uh, if I take an example of, let's say, 5 years back, the AI models were still there. It was NLP rule based, which was transcribing the call, tagging the customer intent. Okay, this is about renewal. It is about withdrawal, and then routing to a right agent that was there. Now Gen AI is actually lifting this to the next level. So think of it like this: before the customer rings, right, it just gives you a personalized opening. Hey, hi, Sahil, I know you are facing an issue with your withdrawal. Let me just quickly help you out. This solves a bigger problem of the customer experience. I don't have to explain to the agent again. I don't have to explain to a bot again, which I'm the issue that I'm facing. So during the call, it remembers the full context of it. It generates a clear, regulatory safe explanation. It also can pull the live data from the, let's say, customer CRM databases and etc. It can be done via the REST API. This is a complete agentic AI framework that is there, and it is possible because the application like GenAI powered voice bot that actually help us move from basic speech to text. That was like a intent detection. I have to before GenAI, specifically has to speak a certain keywords. Okay, credit card, debit card, something like this. Now I can actually go and just talk to a bot in a conversational manner, and it can actually help me out with this. It doesn't work on keyword basis now, it works on the intent basis. So now let's say, while enhancing the customer experience, it also helps agent on the agent front, that is reducing the workload and focus on more important things. For let's take another example. For that, we have a demo going forward. It's like a major use case that I am currently seeing is a pre-lead qualification. uh, See, it seems to be an easier use case, like okay, this is just a lead qualification, but in the coming demo we will show you how uh, a bot can actually solving this, and how a business can use it. So let's say agent has to call bunch of customers to qualify leads. This can be completely automated by the voice bot, where the bot is actually calling the customer, qualifying the leads, and let's say if a lead is qualified, either we can route it to the directly contact center, whoever the agent is available, or we can pass it to the CRM, and they can call again. So this will actually help in increasing the conversion rate, time reduction, and overall TCO will get reduced with this, where agent will only focus on the leads which has a higher chances of conversion, instead of just calling all the numbers, and yeah, getting a low conversion rate.
Thanks, Sahil. Thank you for breaking that down for us. Now, time for a quick pulse check. Hopefully, our polls will work this time around. We are just launching a poll asking. Oh, great, it worked this time. Thanks. Asking about our top CX priority, your top CX priority for the year. Why we are asking this is this will help us understand what you are looking for as an audience and tailor some upcoming sessions on like issues which resonate with you the most. So please go ahead and vote. We will give just a few more seconds for everyone. Once we have a lot of people, at least most of you voted, we'll share the results as well. Go ahead, guys. Let us know what your priorities are. That will help you as well. We'll bring in a lot more insights on what works, what doesn't. Oh, so looks like most of our customers want to manage customer movements across complex business logics. That is great to know. With adding and managing customers to a call coming in next. Now, having a strong outbound strategy is essential, but we all know that, right? But for most businesses, outreach is still costly, inefficient, and oftentimes ineffective. So basically, we're talking about outbound campaigns that cost more than they convert. We have agents stuck hours talking to unqualified leads, and then at the end, the campaign ROI is underwhelming. Sahil Gandhi, outbound campaigns still often for most businesses feel like darts in the dark, right? And high effort, low return. How is Exotel's contact center equipped to change that? What are we doing differently to help businesses get that maximum ROI from each call?
Got it. Interesting. Okay. So, how would I take this question? So basically, I think the first piece of this solution is already been briefly discussed by Sahil Rajput about the pre-qualification of the leads by the GenAI agents. Pre-qualification, I believe, seems to be a very simpler intent to some of you, but Sahil Rajput, I guess, will be going deep into it. There is a demo around it, and will be showcasing how complex pre-qualification can be and how GenAI will help us. So, with the GenAI agents, obviously, the high effort piece is actually coming to a low effort or at least less expensive, because now the human agents are not calling out to the cold leads. However, this is the speed that you got, right? But the speed without a direction is actually a chaos. When I say a chaos, think about I'm calling a lot of leads via GenAI capabilities. We are using different LLMs, possibly. And obviously, the LLM's cost will come down, but it's still a cost. What can we do? We can do a contextual prioritization. And what do I mean by that? Remember, I was discussing about the evolution of the modern contact centers. And I think in the last, I said that we want every interaction to be positive. So I'll come back to contextual prioritization now. So making every interaction positive, it is actually achieved by giving a best context to the agent. When I say to context is clearly defined by three dimensions for us. One is the state. That means what has happened with the customer previously. That should be clearly visible to the agent. And when I again say agent, it can be a human agent, it can be a GenAI agent. The system can also understand the context, right? So the first one is the state in which what happened with the customer. The second one is the intent. The purpose or the reason of that reaching out to a contact center or the contact center reaching out to a consumer. And the third is a vibe or the sentiment, whether the customer is frustrated, whether the customer is happy, positive, negative, all those intents can be done. I'll give you an anecdote as well here. So recently, I am actually trying to get a health insurance policy for some of my family members. I started with 20 lakhs as an individual policy. In between, I actually flipped it to roughly double of it, which is 40 lakhs for two people, right? It's a family floater kind of a thing. Now, and these conversations happened over WhatsApp, these conversations happened over um, calls. Now, can the GenAI extract the important insights from this? For example, is there a potential increase in the business now? Definitely yes. I started with 10 lakhs of policy. Now I'm actually going for 20 lakhs or 20 to 40. Is the customer having a stronger affinity to buy? I think yes, because there is a comparison of two different policies again. And if I can understand the vibe and the sentiment of the consumer via the interactions, so it means the iron is hot and we should prioritize an expert calling to that particular consumer and then possibly a home visit or depending upon the business workflows that can happen. So what I am trying to say here is a contextual prioritization is something which is really important for us. So this is how we are actually innovating and solving this.
Appreciate those insights, Sahil. So, folks, let's take this a step further and explore how it translates into customer journeys, whatever Sahil just talked about. So, for people in the BFSI industry in the audience, if you have struggled with high agent effort, but low returns in collections, this one's for you. We will show you how the entire process can be automated and optimized, right? From bot initiated conversations and to live agent conversations.
His notification regarding the outstanding amount on his registered mobile number. On ignoring the SMS, he later receives a WhatsApp message offering him the option to make the payment immediately. Upon declining the payment, the GenAI bot outlines the potential consequences. Abhay then initiates a chat with Saurabh, the financial advisor at the bank. Saurabh reviews Abhay's interaction history and looks for any unresolved cases in the bank's CRM. For a quick ramp-up, he utilizes the assistive tools on the unified agent desktop for context and guidance on the next steps. Saurabh then swiftly engages with Abhay. Abhay explains his inability to pay the due amount and requests an extension of the due date. Saurabh verifies Abhay's eligibility for an extension and advises him to settle the payment within 10 days to avoid any repercussions. The conversation concludes after Abhay promises to pay within 10 days, and Saurabh closes the chat with a valid disposition. On day 9, a day before the promised payment date, Abhay receives a voice bot support
Exobank regarding your credit card bill payment. Do you have a moment to discuss about this?
Yeah, sure. Let me know how can I help.
I understand that you may have other things on your mind. However, it's important that we address your credit card bill payment. Can you please confirm if you will be able to pay your bill today?
Yeah, sure. I'll definitely do it.
Thank you for your cooperation. We will send you a payment link for the amount of 10,000 to your registered WhatsApp number. If you have any queries, feel free to ask. Alternatively, I can transfer the call to our expert.
No need. I'll pay the amount straight away using the payment link. Thank you. Bye.
Thank you for your prompt response.
On day 10, Abhay receives a call from the bank. Upon picking up the call, Saurabh gets patched to it as a preferred financial advisor. Saurabh reminds Abhay to pay the due amount by today. He also shares options for converting the due amount to EMI and suggests health insurance for Abhay's financial security. However, Abhay opts to pay the due amount and requests Saurabh to contact him later for the health insurance. Saurabh then ends the conversation after tagging relevant dispositions.
Hopefully that
On-
was helpful for you guys. And now we have a special demo on lead pre-qualification. So Sahil Rajput talked about it initially when he was talking about how AI-powered contact centers are redefining what CX means. So we will just show you how GenAI agents can help you through like some part of automating and optimizing outbound campaigns for you.
From Exobank. I'm here to discuss the loan that you need. Let's begin with this. How much loan do you need right now?
Ma'am, around 10 lakh rupees I'm looking for.
Great. So you're looking for 10 lakh rupees. Now, could you please tell me the loan tenure you have in mind? How many years would you like for the repayment?
Around 5 years.
Thank you for that. So we have 10 lakh rupees for a tenure of 5 years. Now, may I know your age, please?
I'm 28. Can you change 10 lakh to 15 lakh, please?
Sure. So now you're looking for 15 lakh rupees for a tenure of 5 years. Just one more detail. Could you please share your monthly income?
Around 60,000 rupees I earn, ma'am, monthly.
Great news. Based on the information you've provided, you are eligible for a loan of 15 lakh rupees for a tenure of 5 years. Now to proceed further, I just need to verify your PAN and fetch your CIBIL score. Could you please provide your PAN number?
Yeah, ma'am. My PAN is ABCDE1234E.
I have your PAN number as ABCDE40. Could you please confirm if this is correct?
You forgot the E. It's ABCDE1234E.
The initial lending rate for your loan of 15 lakh rupees over a tenure of 5 years is set at 8.8%. This rate is based on your good CIBIL score of 798, which reflects your credit worthiness and ability to repay the loan. If you have any concerns about this rate, or if you feel it's too high, please let me know. I'm here
No.
to help.
Yeah, that is okay. But is it possible to reduce it by 1%?
I understand your concern. And as a gesture of goodwill, I can offer you a reduction of 1%. This brings your lending rate down to 7.8%. Would you like to proceed with this adjusted rate?
Can you do it 7.5?
I appreciate your request, but the best I can offer is the adjusted rate of 7.8%. This is a special consideration based on your profile. Shall we proceed with the lending rate of 7.8%?
Yeah, sure.
Thank you for your confirmation. We will proceed with the lending rate of 7.8% for your loan of 15 lakh rupees over a tenure of 5 years. Now let's move on to the next step, which is creating your case file. I will need some additional details to complete.
Sahil, Rajput, would you like to add more details about this demo? Share like a couple of more features of the demo that we just saw and what the bot can do.
Sure, Shubhanjali. I think from the capability point of view, this demo shows the intent capturing by the bot, or let's say the numeric values like name, amount, everything, and it can switch in between. Let's say initially person said 10 lakh, then it moved to 15 lakh. The other functionalities the bot consists is like it's a multilingual bot. I can see in future in the chats there are multiple questions on the multilingual capability. So yes, we do have a multilingual capability of the bot. It understands the intent of the conversation, not just the keywords. Also, as you have seen, the negotiation part, the 1% part is done basis on the profiling the customer has and everything at the back end, which comes in our context driven platform. Other functionalities, let's say interruption handling, and let's say ignoring the few words, let's say okay, something like this. So bot works really well on that, the background noises, and other stuff. Yeah, so there are multiple features in that. It can also switch the language in between if you wanted. Let's say if I started talking in Hindi or Bengali or Marathi, it can switch back to that as well. So the bot specifically currently you're seeing is in English, but the multilingual capability will have that. The auto language switching in real time. I think you have also seen the latency part. It's best in the market right now.
Perfect. Thank you. Thank you for that, Sahil. Now we just saw how GenAI can optimize outbound conversations. Let's take a dig into how it can support and optimize inbound conversations. In most scenarios, customers have to often repeat themselves. We also have been there where we have gone to return a product, raise an issue, or anything of that sort, right? And every new person that we talk to, we just have to repeat that information, and it is pretty frustrating. And as you can see, Gartner has said that 96% of customers who have to go through a high effort kind of a scenario for their issues become disloyal. And from the experiences that we all have, we know that that is somewhere true, right? We would not like to go back to a brand that has put us through a lot uh, just to get our query resolved. Sahil, Gandhi, can you tell us how our contact center is equipped to address this head on? What are the features that we have that can create a more seamless support experience?
Yeah, sure. So basically, obviously, I think the days are long gone when the consumers have to repeat themselves with the innovations that are being done in the contact centers. So the contact centers and the consumers don't have to start from zero. Uh, I talked about the positive interactions, and I talked about the positive interactions can be achieved via context. This is all context. So if I can see if the agent or if the human agent or the Gen AI agent can see that the customer is calling for this intent, the customer is frustrated or not, and this is something which is summarized in a beautiful manner, summarized in a way and shown in a way that is very easy to read for an agent, right? Because for a Gen AI agent, any complex thing can be understood by an agent. But for an agent, you have to simplify it even from a UX point of view. So we actually worked on a CCDP platform. It is a conversational context data platform. This platform understands the conversations or the interactions that are happening within the contact center, or there could be some messages, SMSs that is being triggered from the from our offering, but from a different campaigns platform as well. So what we can do, we can build the context, we can show that to a customer, we can show that to a agent, and the agent can quickly glance it. Even if the bot is handling a simpler intent, and if the interaction is not going in the right direction, that can be handed off to a agent. And if the agent gets it, the agent doesn't need to ask again that how may I help you. The summary that happened with the customer and the bot, or the GenAI agent, so to say, the summary is presented right in front of the agent, and the agent again gets the context of the ongoing conversation. Plus, there are multiple things that we can do right now, which is your sentiment-driven routing or a sentiment-based routing. During the call, if I can see, or even during the chat, if the Gen AI agent can predict that there is a sentiment crash that is happening, the agent is not able to solve, right? That can be routed to the supervisor immediately, or the supervisor can actually get a notification. All these things are actually pieces of the configuration in our system, and that can be achieved as per the business requirement. I think these things are already covered. The context is something which I want to emphasize upon, which is actually helping us to create a unified customer experience.
Thank you, Sahil. That was helpful. Now, just give us a second, guys. I think that has stopped. Yeah, I hope you guys can see my screen now. So now we heard about how inbound and outbound conversations can be optimized by GenAI. But QA, right? Quality analysis, quality monitoring is an important part of that equation. Taking the insights, taking how the conversations have gone inbound or outbound, and applying those insights and learnings into future conversations. Um, Before we talk more on that, we would like to know how QM is handled today in your processes, in your contact centers. You'd see a poll come up on your screen shortly on that. Um, we'll just wait a few more seconds. Go on, folks. Please share your opinions. Please let us know how you're doing this right now in your companies, in your organizations.
Very much in line with our thoughts, though. I think 27 folks have voted as of now.
Oh, so I mean, not very close, but fairly close. So right now, as like we were just talking about it, like a lot of companies still rely on manual reviews, and then we have a lot of companies who are doing sample-based QA. So like we were just talking about it, right? Every interaction is a way to, you know, improve future interactions. There are a lot of insights that you can gain when you automate quality analysis in your companies. We fasten the feedback loops, you can get deeper insights. Sahil, Rajput, I think we are working something on the similar lines. How are we as Exotel helping businesses go beyond reactive quality checks and ensure that every single conversation is a chance to improve future conversations and in turn enhance the customer journey?
Yeah. See, when we say quality assurance, let's say QA process, it has moved from manual sampling. Is more how actually it happens is, let's say if someone is getting 100 calls, they will sample 5 calls randomly, and then they will just review it basis on a 2-page, 3-page form, and then they will like, okay, if this set is good, then other set will be good. Uh, and there are few AI things that came a few years back was keyword flagging, whereas AI spotting and triggering phrases. Let's say if I have said a specific keywords, then it should be escalated to someone. Then the keyword flagging came. Now it's a GenAI. GenAI actually understands the full intent, not just intent, but also the tone and the compliance context of every exchange. Uh, I think Sahil Gandhi has talked about the SOPs uh, uh, and other things that agent has to follow. The QA can actually also has to follow these things and making sure the agent is doing the right thing. With our Exotel CQA, which is Conversation Quality Analysis platform, you can feed in your SOPs, you can feed in your rules, you can feed in multiple things on this. You can define the KPIs, convert the forms into the KPIs that are there, and you can actually review 100% of your call. So Exotel Conversation Quality Analysis, that tool can review the 100% of call basis on the LLM, which is our large language model engine that actually analyze all the calls. It can be a chat call, it can be a audio, which is a voice call, and score against the KPI and SOPs. It can auto detect, let's say, sentiment shift, or let's say, is there any gap what agent has said and what the customer was expecting, or a small thing like a dead air. Let's say neither the agent or the customer are speaking, so let's say there's a dead air of 10 seconds, which can hamper the customer experience. Or things like, let's say customer is angry or frustrated, but the words that the customer is using are not that bad, so keyword flagging will fail there, but GenAI intent can actually detect it. The same systems rolls those insight into the dashboard, which and we can integrate with the LMS system, which can pass on all the details, and it can be used for agent training. The CQ can also work as a feedback loop to the voice bot, where all the voice bot call that is happening, and after the call, the CQ can run on this call, and it can get the feedback to the bot, and the bot can improve itself. Ki, hey, you have not done good work here. You have to improve it. This type of thing. But we have seen the QA with CQA. The cost of analyzing the 100% of call has reduced significantly. Now, if you're let's say sampling 5% of calls with few QAs, you can actually do 100% quality assurance and be sure how your agent is performing over a period of time. You can see it by a week, by a month, on daily basis. Agent can also see the analysis. They can see, okay, where they are lacking, what needs to be improved. Supervisor can see the analysis of the agents, and the business user can see the complete supervisor's agent and other analysis. With Exotel QA is a plug and play accelerator that shift there. Yeah.
Thank you, Sahil. So I think, folks, let's see the tool that Sahil was just talking about. Let's see that in action.
Conversation Quality Analysis Tool. This tool is designed to eliminate manual quality assurance, conduct spot checks, and enhance agent productivity by providing actionable insights. Upon logging in, you are presented with a user-friendly interface designed for effortless navigation. The dashboard provides a comprehensive overview of analyzed conversations, options to configure quality profiles, and a variety of key performance indicators. To analyze conversations, we first create a quality profile, which is then analyzed. Consider a quality profile as a checklist for agents or conversations. For example, the demo profile checks if the agent addressed the caller by name. A quality profile comprises different KPIs that can be configured by entering relevant details. You have the flexibility to create KPIs. For instance, you can ask, what product was pitched? Did the agent communicate the requirements? And rate the agent's performance on a scale of 1 to 10. A standard template can be used to upload data. Once you've completed this, your profile is saved. We also provide the option to integrate with AWS 3 and Azure Blob Storage to automate the process. Integration details like the name, bucket, access key, secret key, and region can be configured to ensure that all conversations are automatically picked up from storage for analysis. You can then view the configured storage in the list option. The same process applies to Azure. All the configured integrations will appear in this list. Further, we can run the analysis to check if the conversations are in adherence to the configured KPIs. To create a new analysis, select a profile, such as the Kareem Manual QA profile, and click Next. You can now choose to upload files, an Excel file, or select the integration that is configured. Once you've set up an integration, you can upload a metadata file in JSON format, set the trigger date, and schedule the analysis to run automatically. An option to view agent-wise analysis is available, should you need it. You also have the ability to configure the date on which the analysis is to be performed, along with the frequency. This user-friendly interface allows you to run an automated analysis. This comprehensive tool provides a deep dive analysis of the number of calls analyzed, the duration of conversations, and the adherence of our agents to standard operating procedures, SOPs. We offer extensive filters to evaluate these parameters based on various criteria, customizable as per the needs of supervisors. In this demonstration, we have analyzed over 18,000 recordings. The overview showcases the total number of recordings, the overall KPI score, and the average.
So, hopefully that was exciting for you guys. If you want to know more about our CQA tool, how it works, how it can work for you, please reach out to us, and we would love to have that conversation. We would love to see how our tool can help you and your organization get more insights from your conversations. And now, so we have seen how GenAI can transform inbound conversations, outbound conversations, and how it can get insights from both these to also like improve future conversations. But what if you could make all of this more efficient, more automated, more unified, right? Just more everything. And that is what we have been doing behind the scenes, introducing our new CXM platform. So this is like a curtain raiser, a sneak peek, if you will, into what we have been doing behind the scenes. This is a platform where interactions, context, and intelligence converge. Sahil Gandhi, you have been working closely in shaping this and seeing how it delivers. Could you tell us a bit and give us a sneak peek on what this is, why we need it in the current climate?
Sure. So, uh, I think before going to this, the demos were pre-recorded because we need to cover a lot of things, I think, in 1 hour. So just reach out to us. We'll be happy to give you live demos there. Coming back on this new CXM platform. So you guys are already aware now that we have GenAI agents, whether these are GenAI voice agents or GenAI chat agents. We have a contact center product. We also have SMS campaigns, WhatsApp campaigns. There is a hell lot of offerings that we have. Think about all vertically all horizontally integrated platform, everything stitched together in a single platform, right? So for an administrator, for a single owner, right, you don't need to go to any other place. To monitor, you don't need to go to any other place. Even for agent, everything is in a single unified desktop. Plus, I think Sam Altman said that there will be a $1 billion in org with a single guy, right? So everything has to come up in a single platform. That then only a single guy will able to perform. We'll be able to configure it. We'll be able to monitor it. Coming back, this is something which we have already worked upon. This is like in a testing phase, should be there in few months. Not exactly on the 360-degree view. Shubhanjali, if you can go to the next slide. This is something we are very much excited to bring on the table. Uh, Actually, there are few agents. There are co-pilots offerings, right? Co-pilot offerings means the agents are being assisted by the AI. What we are bringing on the table and taking through the journey is how the bots will be assisted by humans. So think about a scenario. A bot is able to drive the conversation and in a let's take an example of a pre-qualification that Sahil Rajput took, right? Uh, and Sahil Rajput, as a consumer, was trying to reduce the rate of interest or increase the rate of interest, which ultimately the bot was not able to. And that could actually result in a negative outcome. Possibly, the consumer can drop off. But if it is actually monitored by a human, as a human, I can see the screen. I can see that there is a critical alert. There is a consumer who is almost ready to buy a loan from me, who is almost having a good credit history. Just because of 0.5% rate interest, he's not okay to take a loan from me, from my org. Can I whisper to a bot? Can I guide a bot so that a bot can also take this decision that, okay, it's okay to give a 0.5% increase on the loan or decrease on the loan. And this actually resulted in a more revenue for org. So traditionally, the agents are being assisted by AI. In this product, the bots will be assisted by smart agents, by super agents. Every contact center, every organization has some super skilled candidates. They can actually have a view of, let's say, 10 bot conversations. The system is intelligent enough to have some triggers, critical triggers, neglected triggers. There is a lot of monitoring or a attention focus algorithm that is being built into this. And the agent can actually guide a bot. If the bot is not able to take the conversation ahead, the agent can actually even take over a call. So this is a piece which we are saying from a traditional contact center to a autonomous contact centers. The world will not change in one night, in one day. This is a transition period for a 5 year to 7 year time frame, and this is the product that will help the contact centers to transition.
Thank you, Sahil. That is interesting to know. This is human assisted AI agents. That's quite a shift in the current world that we are living in, where agents are being assisted by AI agents, right? Super excited to see how it looks like, what the product looks like when it comes. And this truly represents how the future of CX and the future of contact centers would look like: unified, intelligent, right? Built for scale. Now, that really brings us to almost the end of the session. We hope this gave you a fresh perspective in what's possible in CX when great AI and orchestration come together. Now it's time for some Q&A. Folks, please feel free to drop your questions in the chat. We will pick them up. You can also feel free to unmute yourself and ask them live here. We are ready to answer all your queries. While we are waiting for folks to come up with their questions, we do have a poll. Would you be interested in a one-on-one personalized walkthrough of Exotel? Based on this, we will reach out to you, we will talk to you, take this offline and see how Exotel can impact and elevate your businesses. Feel free to let us know so that we know who to contact, who to get in touch with after this webinar. And so we have a few questions here. I think Sahil, Rajput, I think based on your response, there was a question on what is the accuracy rate of the different languages we support. If you could take that up, we'll take a lot more questions up after this.
Sure. Yeah. Ritesh, I think has asked this question. I was about to reply on the chat. The accuracy differs with languages. If you ask me, the average accuracy that is recognized globally is around 75% across all languages. But if you take major languages, let's say Hindi, English, Kannada, Tamil, Gujarati, these will give you more than 85% of the accuracy. Here, the accuracy part won't play that much on the voice recognition, because the LLM does not work on the keyword basis, as I have mentioned earlier. It works basis on the intent. So let's say if even the transcript few words are here and there, let's say if I want to spell Sahil, there are many in many ways I can spell Sahil, Sahil, Sahil. So that won't play that much role. The intent part of the LLM, we have a fine-tuned models that is there, which capture it pretty well, and then I responded. Yeah.
Got it. Thanks, Sahil. I think we have a few questions on is our what TTS ASR are we using? Do we support 11 labs, OpenAI TTS? Could you answer
Yeah,
that?
I think that I have already answered on the chat. So we have our own system. We are also TTS, ASR, LLM agnostic. We can integrate with different ASR, TTS, and even LLMs if there are any.
Thank you. Sahil Gandhi, if you could just talk a bit about how can small businesses users, because I think there was a question from the webinar, it's largely clear how we support enterprises. How do we support small businesses?
So there is a different packaging that is available with us. It starts actually for a small business, and obviously for enterprise customers, there is a separate package altogether. You need to connect with our sales team. But what I have seen in the market is for small businesses, there is a need to take a trade-off. Possibly every problem will not be solved by GenAI. If the problem is complex enough to solve it, then only use the GenAI capabilities that are available. Otherwise, there are decision tree bots that are available. We can also provide some of those. And that is something which should be taken by the small businesses, because affordability is one of the concern for them. So yeah, that was some thoughts for small businesses. Yeah.
Thank you. Folks, do we have any more questions? Feel free to drop them in the chat, or we will wrap up the session. I think it's time for a close. Thank you folks for attending this. We hope the conversations, the insights that we brought to the table were informative for you, would help you understand how you can deliver faster, smarter CX for your organizations. And as we said, if you would like a personalized one-on-one, if you would like to take this forward, see how we can have a positive impact on your orgs, please reach out to us and we would love to take this offline with you. And now a big thank you to our speakers, Sahil Gandhi and Sahil Rajput. Thank you for coming on here, sharing your expertise. And thank you, everyone. Have a great, lovely day ahead. See you in the next session.